Hi friends and welcome to my channel. It's me, Head Witch in Charge, Jacob Hexa. If you've been here before, thank you so much for your support. And if you're just joining us for the first time, stick around for a spell and I'll show you what we have in store. So when I started the series Witchy Ween, which is like, can you call it a series if it's like got no views, no production value, no anything? But no, I started the series Witchy Ween kind of just wanting to do a witch look every video for Halloween. I kind of strayed away from that because there was just other kind of spooky stuff that I wanted to do. But today we're actually gonna kind of go back to our roots and do, she's kind of a witch. She's half Wiccan on her mother's side.
Witches? We just pretend that stuff. It's just a gimmick for our band.
We're eco-goths, kinda like Wiccans. Just ask Thorn, she is one.
Yeah, right. Sally McKnight, 1/16th blood on my mother's side.
We're gonna do Thorn from the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I've actually been wanting to throw together this costume for quite a bit. I just kind of delayed it and procrastinated, but then I just bought the wig, I dyed it, sewed the costume literally 2 nights ago, finished the hip pads just this morning, and now I gotta rush into this and go to a party. Now I'm gonna go block out my eyebrows off camera, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now I've got those eyebrows blocked out, a little oatmeal-y to be honest, but blocked out all the same. We're gonna go ahead and prime our skin and get ready to put on this heavy makeup. And for primer today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and the Porefessional from Benefit mixed together. Alright, so now that we've got our skin all primed and ready, this is an optional step, but I'm actually going to block out my beard with a orange, or you can use a red tone depending on your skin tone, concealer, so that way when you put the makeup underneath you don't get that blue undercast. Alright, so now that I have set that down, before I move on to foundation, I'm actually going to set this with powder. That way the orange shade doesn't mix with my foundation. Alright, so now that I've got all of that set and ready to go, we're going to go ahead in with our foundation. Now, I feel for character makeup, a full coverage foundation is always the way to go, but it's really up to you what you'd like to do at this step, but especially if you've blocked out with the orange, like color corrected, you're going to want to go with a full coverage foundation. I'm using a combo of the Double Wear from Estee Lauder and then a Krylon TV paint stick. Alright, so now that I have my foundation all blended out, we're going to go ahead and add some concealer and some extra areas where we want even more coverage. I'm personally using the Tarte Shape Tape, but you can use a full coverage concealer of your liking. Alright, and now before I set this with some powder, I'm actually going to go ahead and take a cream contour palette. I'm personally using the medium palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to even further highlight under the eyes because I want to go for a kind of ghostly, like undead looking look since she is a hex girl and that's kind of their aesthetic. Righty, and the same as we added some lighter values, we're actually going to cream contour as well, just to give a little bit more dramaticism and dimension to our face. Alright, and now that we've got that base set down kind of where we'd like it to be, we're going to go ahead and powder the whole face. Okay, so after letting that powder sit for a bit, we're going to go ahead and just dust it off of our faces. Okay, cool. Now that we've dusted that powder off, I'm actually going to take my MAC Studio Fix powder, and it's a powder foundation. I'm going to kind of take some of this white overcast away, but not too much, because like I said, I want it to look a little bit ghostly. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can go ahead and take a contour shade and start to contour our face as well.
What the?
Okay, so now that our base is completely done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to eyes. So I'm going to prime my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. If you have an eye base that you like to use, you can use that. This is just what I've got at the moment. Alrighty, so now that we've got our eye base down, we're gonna go ahead and go in with the shadow. So I'm going for somewhat of a cut crease illusion smoky eye, I don't know, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take lots of grays, blacks, and then I'm gonna smoke out the bottom lash line with a red. Okay, so now I've got the top of my eyeshadow on, and I kind of went for a kind of smoky halo eye. Now I'm going to add some red to the lower lash line, and honestly this might be the part where I ruin it, but we'll see. Alright, so now that I've set that down, I'm going to actually take a metallic shadow and apply it on my lids. Alright, so now that I've set that down, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the eyeliner. I'm using a felt tip liner from Tarte called Sex Kitten. Alright, so now that I've got the eyes finished, I'm going to go ahead and draw on my eyebrows. Alright, so now that I've got my eyebrows done, I decided that I kind of want to blend the red even more into my cheeks, so I'm going to take that same red shade that I used, and I'm going to blend it down as blush into my cheeks. Alright, so now that I've blushed, I'm going to go right in with some lipstick. I'm going to take a red and black matte lipstick, and I'm going to sort of ombre the top lip, and then keep the entire bottom lip red. Alright, so now that I've gone ahead and put the lipstick on, I'm going to just apply some lashes, and then this look will be done. Alrighty, so now that I've got the lashes on, I'm going to just apply some mascara on the top and bottom lashes, just so that I can blend the top lashes with these fake lashes, and give a little extra dimension to the outer corners of my lower lash line. Alrighty, so now that I've got the makeup all done, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my costume, some nails, my wig, and I'm going to try to make it quick because I have to go to work after this.
I'm gonna cast a spell on you. You're gonna do what I want you to. Mix it up here in my little bowl. Say a few words and you lose control.
And this is the final look. So don't judge my nails. I literally tried to make these dollar store press-on work and it just wasn't happening, so. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how this came out. You can see that I kind of interpreted her features a little bit differently than they actually look. Like how I did her eyebrows as like a split eyebrow instead of a zigzag. Just because I feel like this kind of captures that without actually being like really crazy extra like that. Now you'll see with the wig, her hair's ooh, there goes another nail. I actually hand dyed this wig so that I could kind of achieve that anime sheen look. If you want to see how I did that, I'm actually going to be doing a TikTok tutorial. If you want to follow me on TikTok at Jacob Hexa. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Look, see, my thumb actually has a nail on it. And if you want to see more from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification because I do have a few plans for things I want to do more. I say that every time though and never follow through, so I make no promises, but do know that I do have some videos planned. If you have any questions about this video or if you have any suggestions for future videos, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you or do a video if you have an idea. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, thank you so much. If you didn't, again, you have really terrible taste. I will see you next time. Now, off on my broom, I fly. See ya. Oh, I don't have my teeth in.